Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. And here on this live stream, you are gonna get a very nice hour of some improvised live looping. All vocals, which is what you are hearing now. Everything's all vocals. We're gonna be building up the beat. I'm gonna be building up the beat. Ooh, we're gonna be building up the beat. Building up the beat with some more vocals. Get this pretty packed up. Separate from that, maybe also bring in the synth. We'll see what happens. There might be some discussion going on, including some changes here on the Reconsider It's Music Sketchpad channel. Likely to talk about some of that today. It's a mad hangout. Who knows what you're gonna get here in this exclusive studio session. It's called Tinker's Time. My regulars know what it is. Speaking of my regulars, we have got Corner. If you are new, to the Reconsider It live streams. Welcome. You made the right decision joining us. We want you here. At this time, my friends, we are in a warm-up phase. We are getting accustomed to how this beat sounds, and letting it really just vibe out. And while we are here in this warm-up phase, I need to celebrate. I need to celebrate you. Whether you are here with us live in the chat, whether you are here with us live but you are not in the chat, whether you are here with us after the live, you are with us on replay. However it is that you are here with us, thank you for being here. I'm going to celebrate you at this time in this way. I have got my drink. I'm going to count to 3 and I'm going to clink. You're invited to join the rest of us as we cheers along and celebrate our togetherfulness. And it all begins, my friends, on 1. And then after that, of course, it proceeds directly to... clink. Cheers, my friends. That's good. That is good. That's a good thing. That's just really good. I like things that are good. Things that are good are worthy of my liking. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please share this video. Please leave a comment. Help us reach 5,000 subs. Friends, we have got a tinker stream on our hands. This is really good. This is really good news. And insofar as we have got this tinker stream on our hands, it is incumbent upon me to build up this beat. So I'm going to build up this beat a little bit more. I'm going to start by adding some percuss ion. It will be really good. This percuss ion. I'm may proceed directly to there. I may come back and talk more. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen, but I am going to begin with that percussive ion. During my spoken introduction on this stream today, I made some kind of mention of how I might be talking about the changes going on with this channel. Reconsider its music sketchpad. That's a pretty it's a very worthy topic. It's a worthy topic indeed. It's also a topic that is not fully thought through yet. So when I say that I have this topic of changes going on at this channel, this YouTube channel, or this Twitch channel, I do not mean to say that I have decisions or forthcoming changes that are certain decided changes that I'm announcing. That's not what I mean. I don't mean to say that. I mean something more like I'm considering a lot of things, and in the process of evaluating future steps and future directions. And while that is very far from complete, I don't have specific things to announce. Nonetheless, I'm going to share some of that. So you can look forward to that pretty much presently. I think I'm going to begin talking about it right now. Here we go. So my regulars understand that my usual format for the past however many months, or it hasn't been this exact format for the plural of years yet. It may have been over a year. But my format has changed a bit since my live stream format, to be clear. That's what I'm talking about. My live stream format. My current established pattern is that I do these Tinker Time streams, like this one right now. Do these at least once a week, but maybe more than once a week, where we hang out for an hour or so, build up a beat, kind of just chat about whatever, play around with the synthesizer as well. So we do those once or more a week. And then the other type of live stream is the mixing sessions, where I take the loops that I make on the loopers, bring them over to my computer, and then just work on them there on a stream. And we do like a production stream, but I'm mixing a song. And those are the two basic types of streams. There's also an instrumental looping stream. So it's like Tinker Time minus talking. Which I personally like as a deliverable. I think those instrumental streams have higher rewatch value, I expect. But I could be wrong, I don't know. Live streams are much more extemporaneous. They're relevant for now. There's a lot of spontaneity that happens that won't be relevant in, 10 years. But an instrumental you can keep listening to indefinitely. So in any case, I guess the two basic stream formats right now are live looping stuff with synth, hardware, and then also mixing. However, my regulars may have noticed that within the past 2 weeks, I believe it was, I started doing some gaming. And I played Shovel Knight. Whoa! So I did 4 live streams of gaming, just doing video games. And after doing that, here's what I concluded. I concluded I had a lot of fun, and I definitely want to do more of it. So I intend to do more gaming. However, in the process of doing those gaming streams, I came to notice and realize and maybe appreciate more fully that that's not the content of this channel. This is a music channel. So however many people who follow me currently, pretty much 100% of them follow me because of the music content. And so to just sort of foist gaming content into their feed is like, not to mention also the YouTube algorithm. It confuses that, and it brings down the shareability of my channel. And yet I want to do some gaming because it was fun, and it seemed to be pretty well received. So naturally I started thinking like, well, how else can I start gaming? How else can I continue to stream gaming? And of course, it is a very small leap to say that I simply make another channel for gaming. But then there was another however. The other however is, I don't know that I necessarily want to make a channel just for gaming. I'm interested in making more of a lifestyle hangout type of channel. So I haven't currently put enough thought, I haven't dedicated enough time to thinking about exactly how that'll work, or how that could work. I'm not sure what's best from the like YouTube perspective. Do I label the channel as a gaming channel? Some kind of community? I guess that's what, when I say lifestyle, that's what I really mean. A community. Speaking of community, Good Doogie has joined us. So centering around this theme of the community, that the point of the channel is to be like a hangout, which is very much what Tinker Time here has been evolving in the direction of. And I feel that the live streaming of gaming is just like another extension of that. What I'd really like, and maybe someday I can work toward this, if it's useful. What I'd really like is to work toward just like an all-together hangout of whatever content at all, whether it's gaming or playing music, or it's like discussions, talking about things, having little like brief rants, or it could be even, my regulars know that like a year or two ago I did a series of 8 or 9 live streams on the topic of effective communication, especially in some kind of official context where you have the attention of a group of people, whether that's like in a professional setting, in a meeting, or as a live streamer or a musician to a crowd. Any kind of context where you are sort of uniquely recognized as the one who is speaking now. Anytime that is happening, that's where my skill set is able to, let's say, like expand, enhance, sharpen, evolve, revise your existing skill set in that area. I can definitely level you up. And so I had like 8 or 9 live streams where I experimented with discussing that a little bit. So those would also be in general. This is meant to just be like the new channel that I make whenever I make it. I hopefully soon, honestly, because I want to start streaming some gaming. But whenever it is that I make the new channel, I don't know where I was going to go with that. I got distracted by the fact that I looked over and I saw that Marky is with us. As is Lily. So I think that altogether is among the biggest news right now for Reconsiderate stuff. My plan indeed is that I will likely carry over my name to the new channel. It just won't be a music channel. I'm debating whether I would want to do Tinker streams there occasionally, just in the spirit of being a mad hangout. I don't know, maybe. But regardless of what happens with the new channel, the current plan, as I speak in this moment right now, the current plan will be to continue doing music content here on this stream. There will still continue to be Tinker streams. There will still continue to be the DAW mixing streams. That's going to still happen. It's just that there will also be other content, such as gaming content, or maybe other discussion-based content. And who knows what else might evolve. I don't currently have any plans to do like a gym. Let's all do a live stream where I lead an exercise. I think those are cool. I just don't anticipate myself being the one to do that. But who knows? Maybe that is where it'll go. But the point of it will be community. Community-based, here's your hangout. Naturally, when that is launched, I will talk about it. I'll tell you about it. I will post about it. On my YouTube page, I will make a post. I don't know if you realize that. It was a long time before I realized that every YouTube page has a section, unless they disable it. You could disable it. But every YouTube page has a section. You know, they have videos, live streams. Many YouTube pages have a home page. But they have a posts or community or whatever it's called these days, where they make posts, like a Facebook feed or something. You make posts. So if you didn't know that, FYI, there were many years where I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. Anyway, what I'm saying is I will make such a post. And I'll talk about it. There'll probably be a period of a couple weeks where I'm like, and remember, to remind you and to make sure you hear it in case you missed it the first time. That is one of the communication principles. If what you need is for your audience, this is something I discussed in one of my discussion streams. If you need your audience to retain something, then repetition is like pretty much the best single by itself tool that you have for that. There are other things you can do in other ways, including various forms of engaging them. But just the simplest, brute-forced, easiest way to do something to get your audience to remember something or even adopt it as their own is to repeat it. It's interesting how we have this tendency. I don't know if this is a cultural thing or if this is just part of human neurology. But we do have this tendency to believe or regard as true and real whatever we hear repeated. I suppose it must, if there is some kind of neurological basis to it, it's probably similar to just how your senses work. You know, if I reach out and touch this casing here for my synthesizer, and I touch it with my hand, and I consistently experience the same thing. Oh, look, it feels like a hard surface. Let me try again. Oh, it feels like a hard surface. Let me try again. Oh, it feels like a hard surface. Seeing that repetition makes me regard it as real. So if I'm told something repeatedly, it just, you know, especially over a period of days or a period of like sleep breaks. If I go to sleep and then I wake up and then I hear the same thing again that I heard before, and then I go to sleep and then I wake up and then I hear the same thing again that I heard before, that makes me more likely to regard it as like, wait, there might be something here, as if I just heard it 3 or 4 times in a row one day and then never heard it again. So there's a spacing element to it as well for the persuasion and retention. Hearing something repeated, and if you hear it repeated from multiple sources, that's even more powerful and persuasive. I think this is the angle that you could say there's a neurological basis for just saying that humans sort of believe whatever they're told. Still having some sinus issues. I've been having sinus issues for like a week and a half. Which unfortunately, that does happen to me sometimes. I never know exactly what it is, but what's causing it, that is. I suspect it's related to the weather in some way. There was really bad air quality about 2 weeks ago, or maybe it was 3 weeks ago. And since then, we've had like hazy, overcast, muggy weather. And I think it's just all being upsetting to my sinuses. I don't know though. Do you have any issues like that? Any ailments or like little quirks or things that nobody is able to assist you with? Nobody can explain or assist you with? Like these sinus issues I have, no one's ever helped me to nail down exactly what it is. No, going to some, allergy specialist or a nose specialist, ear, nose, and throat. My suspicion is that I have some kind of multi-dimensional thing going on. So like it's not one single area with one single cause. I was talking to an AI assistant about that the other day. And it said, yes, that makes a lot of sense actually, because blah, blah, blah. So I have this whole like couple of paragraphs that I should go reread probably that give me an explanation of what's going on with my sinuses, which is awesome. But in the meanwhile, I do have the issues. So here I am on the stream, a couple of sneezes, I gotta blow my nose and stuff. I hope you enjoy that. I hope this is the best nose-blowing music experience you've ever had. When I have these issues, it also messes with my executive function. It makes me a little more clumsy, a little less like spatially aware. So, I'm not a fan. Would not recommend. It's been like multiple decades that I've been trying to figure this thing out on my own. And as I said, do you have anything like that? Do you have any kind of burden that you have to carry on your own? Even if it's just some personal thing like my own sinus issues. You know, that's only relevant to me and absolutely zero other people. Except for maybe someone who I'm spending time with and they have to, or you while you're watching a live stream, and you have to see me like blowing my nose and stuff. That's what made me do the game streaming, by the way. It was that I was feeling ill. I had to take off of work even. When I was like, oh man, I feel like streaming, but I can't do some tinker, I can't do some mixing. So I said, why don't I do some gaming? It seemed to work well, and now again, hence my announcement that I'm thinking through and planning and strategizing through how I would launch a new channel. A new channel that is more about community than anything else, but it would include my commentary on, you know, frankly, just my personal opinion about stuff, as you know my mindset from watching these streams. But also things like my professional expertise in the area of speaking, gaming content, other discussions that have yet to be discovered. I have a list of topics that I was able to organize with the help of a AI assistant. Man, I'm going to continue to be a proponent for large language model assistants. Lily has found a good way to get a comment shown on the screen. Anyway, as I continue to say, I am on board with AI. I know a lot of people have grievances with AI, and I know some of those grievances, and I'm sure there are grievances I'm not aware of. But my sense is that it's like, it's not just it's not going anywhere, like it is actually helpful. If people are saying like, I don't want AI to become what makes my, you know, movies and such, my entertainment, like keep writers in business or something. Like I understand that angle, but I'm talking right now in this particular train of thought, I'm referring specifically to a large language model AI assistant, or just a prompt. You know, if you go to Google, just use the Google prompt. But if you have an assistant that you can make like ongoing conversations, here's a conversation about this topic, here's a conversation about this topic, and you can just come back to it over time. You're like, oh, you know what? I should go add this to this conversation over here about this. And the AI assistant is like extraordinarily helpful. think I've said this at least once before, but in my view, it's the greatest invention that has ever occurred in mankind that we're aware of. You know, according to the historical record and what we have access to, AI appears to be, a large language model AI assistance appears to be the greatest invention ever. I feel pretty confident in saying that, especially to the degree that it's accessible to everyone. Everybody who has an internet connection can at least use Google as an AI assistant, at the minimum. Even if you don't have a paid account, you know, with all the features in one of the huge AIs, even if you don't have any such account, there's still free options like Google. That's also really awesome. The fact that it's available and accessible to literally everybody who has an internet connection. That's part of what factors into me saying it's the greatest invention ever. It can do anything. It's like having the smartest person in the whole town available at your beck and call at all times, 24 hours a day. The smartest person on every topic. So, going back to actually, there was one other thing. I said that the new channel that I'm going to be starting at some point, who knows when, it probably won't be too long. It's not going to be like 6 months from now. But it's also not necessarily going to be in the next, I don't know, probably not the next week. Could be the next week, though. I don't know. So in addition to that new channel being kind of a big topic, and one that I'm going to come back to on this stream pretty soon, I want to make sure I share one other topic for this channel. One other bit of like, not exactly news, but what would you say? Like, here's what's coming. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. It's not news. It's not an advertisement either. It's not exactly a trailer. A preview. It's not a preview either. It's not a forecast. I don't know what the word is exactly, but I'm telling you about a music release that's coming. That's what this is. I mentioned this a couple times in the past few streams, but it is that I have a new rap song coming out. So if you are a fan of my rap style, you're going to really like this one. It's currently in the mixing phase. It's maybe like 65% of the way through the mixing phase. It's pretty far along, but there's still a bit to go. And once the mixing is done, then I have to do the arrangement of the song. When I say mixing, I just mean like the EQ levels and all that. Delay and reverb and whatever I'm going to put. That mixing is 65%. Or maybe more. When that's done, I might work on that today actually. I want to work on that today. When that's done, when the mixing is done, then I'm going to arrange it. The arrangement should go pretty fast. Usually my rap songs have a pretty simple arrangement to them. They're not meant to be these extraordinarily complicated clockwork looking things. So all of this is to say, I think something like 2 weeks or so is a reasonable time frame for you to expect this new song that's going to come out. The song title is Go Team. Go Team, and it's about this whole idea of maybe like freeloaders, people making a mess and just saying, someone will come clean it up. And the song is about, when I say song, it's a 16-bar verse. So if you look at my most recent rap songs, it's similar format, 16-bar verse. But it's about this idea of, I don't need to be responsible. Someone else is going to come along, take care of this. I don't need to be careful. I don't need to, let's say, follow the rules or expectations. Someone else will handle all this. It's about that. More deeply, it's about the idea that the world, and when I say world, I mean like the civilized world. The civilized world where you can go to the store and get food. The civilized world where you can, walk down the street and feel at least mostly confident that everything's going to be okay as you walk down the street. You get home again. The civilized world, where everybody drives on the same side of the road when they're going the same direction, and it's organized. The civilized world where you can get services like, going to the doctor. Or something else you enjoy. You want to go watch some movies or something. This civilized world, that is not a given. This is the deeper context for this new rap that I'm going to be releasing within probably about 2 weeks. Question mark. This new rap called Go Team. The deeper context is this theme that I'm bringing up here about how the civilized world, the world you want to live in, frankly, this civilized world is not a given. It's not just something that is part of base reality. It's there because people make it. People built the world, and people have to sustain it. And if people don't sustain the world, it will end. It will fall apart. So the deeper meaning of my song, this new song coming out, Go Team, the deeper meaning is like, hey, wake up. You're supposed to be in some way. It doesn't, I'm not saying this needs to be the full focus of your entire life. But, I mean, that would be awesome if it were. You would be mega superhero if you did that. Mega legendary hero. But in some way contributing, in whatever small ways, day to day or week to week or month to month or year to year, in some way you contribute to the upholding of the world, this civilized world where you want to live. You want to be able to safely go to a place and sleep there that night. You want that. You don't want total random chaos where it's just all the time war and thievery and violence and you're not safe anywhere. Like, you don't want that. You want a civilized world where you can, you may or may not be living on top of the world, but you want to at least have some basics. and have some peace, some measure of peace, even if it's not full peace, some measure of peace you want. And so my song calls to you and says the world is fragile. We need your help. We need help, period. We need help from everybody, including you. That's what this song is about. Start being responsible. Start taking responsibility. Wake up. Stop making a mess. Stop making more that has to be cleaned up. Stop contributing to chaos and start contributing to order. The electronic composer. Electronic composer is pretty happy at this point, having been shout out. When was that earlier? That was, oh wow, that was like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, electronic composer showed up about 10 minutes ago, and I've been talking about stuff for a while. Yeah, that happens. And that's part of what I want to be more, that's the sort of thing that I want to build into the new channel. Like this channel here, this is the official music channel for Reconsider It. Somebody coming to the official music channel may or may not expect to have this like long stream hanging out where, I mean, frankly, I haven't done much musically for the past 10, 15 minutes or anything, or maybe longer. Other than, you know, arrange things, turn things on and off. But somebody coming to a community hangout location, like my new channel, that's going to be for just general community hangout without a specific area of focus. I forgot what I was talking about there. I think it's the second time on this stream that happened. I was like, well, what was I going to say? Oh, I think I was just talking about the new channel. So, again, as I said earlier, the intention right now is that this new channel that I make will simply supplement this existing music channel. Reconsider Its Music Sketchpad will still continue as is without any disruption. There will still be the weekly Tinker Time streams. There will still be DAW streams where we're mixing a song. There's still going to be rap songs released. All that's going to continue to exist. And then there will also be now this new channel that is more expansive in its scope, more about the community hangout. It's going to primarily be live streams, although I might also do some videos. If I can easily cut out pieces of live streams, that would be an easy way to make some videos. But the new channel, again, will have gaming, some kinds of discussions, will eventually include and other things over time. The man Cornish has a very sophisticated appreciation of how to enjoy these Tinker Time streams. So now is where I'm going to start bringing in some of the new things I learned when I started getting into VCV, the software, the synthesizer software, VCV, modular synthesis. I started getting into that like a month and a half ago, something like that. And I learned a good number of things right off the bat, and I'm already able to translate some of it into this existing synth that I have. So I'm now going to be adding a new layer into this. Yeah, it's got 2 oscillators now. This had only 1 oscillator, now I'm going to add another one. Whoa. And before I started doing my VCV, I never would have known what that means. So if you don't know what an oscillator is in a synthesizer, it's simply a source of a sound. You could just imagine like a sound wave. It might be a little more sophisticated than just a raw sound wave, but that's, the idea of like, here, it's generating a signal. That's an oscillator. And strictly speaking, in modular synthesis, at least in VCV, an oscillator doesn't strictly have to be just for making a sound. It could be used for other purposes too, like to drive a signal up and down, to, I don't know, extend and pull back the amount of reverb or the amount of some other thing. But here in this case, I am indeed going to use it as a synthesizer, since that's all I can do with it. I don't have control over anything more. This isn't modular synthesis here. Whoops. I got this hummus plate. That's what I'm eating over here. And when I got it, I was like, all right, here we go. It's got like celery and carrots and cucumbers and some olives. So I looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's pretty dope. I'll grab this. I'm happy with this. And the hummus, of course. But then when I was checking out, I'm like, hey, let me get this. The person's like, all right, do. And I was about to walk away. And the person's like, yo, you want these pretzels? I was like, what? What are you talking about? No, I don't want any pretzels. She's like, all right. I'm like, what, are you just giving me for free? She's like, yeah, they come with the hummus thing. And I'm like, oh, hold on, yeah, give me. So that's more or less how that transaction transpired. It was pretty good. It was an inspiring experience, I must say. It went very well. I liked it. And now I have this hummus plate that I'm eating, which is dope. The cucumbers are really nice. I'm a fan of cucumbers. Do you like cucumbers? Do you like hummus? I like hummus and other Mediterranean foods in general. There are definitely some things I don't like, but I like hummus. I like, pita. I like that kind of salad. Fattoush, I think they call it. The salad where it's just like greens and olive oil and olives and, cucumbers and some seasoning, some like pepper and some kind of vinaigrette. It's just so good. It's like, this is exactly what I think of when I think of salad. Hummus, baba ganoush. I like baba ganoush. I've had baba ganoush I like, and I've had baba ganoush I did not like. So I like the baba ganoush that I like. And similar things, like just things in that whole Mediterranean type vein. I'm a big fan of that cuisine. It's not my favorite cuisine, but I'm a big fan of it. I have my top 3 cuisines. And they are not necessarily in this order. Thai, Indian, and Mexican. Those are my personal top 3 cuisines. Thai, Indian, and Mexican. Those are my top 3. But sticking with the Mediterranean diet, I see the electronic composer says, hey, I just had some hummus the other day. Dope. I wouldn't say I'm a hummus connoisseur, but I have a bit of I like hummus I like, and then other hummus I'm like, it needs a little more, So I'm a little hummus snooty. There's a really good hummus that they make locally by me. I think they make it locally, but it's maybe the best hummus I've ever had. It's really, really good. And my Logify, of course, comes in. How did I forget falafel? I'm sitting here listing out Mediterranean food, and I didn't list falafel in there. That's not okay. Yeah, falafel's great. Oh my goodness. I'm a very big fan of falafel. And there's a lot of different kinds of falafel, little variations and things. Big fan. Big fan. Electronic composer ads. Olives are my weakness. Yeah, I got there's some olives in this hummus platter I got. These are not pitted, so they still have the pits in them, so I can't just eat it, Once in a while, I will get myself a little, a jar of olives just to pick on them. And not to pick on them, give them a hard time, but to occasionally eat some. You know how you go to the refrigerator and you're like, is there anything here now? I was just here 15 minutes ago, but let me check again. That whole thing. The olives for me are a good solution for that. Grapes are also a good solution for that. Because then I can just have 1 or 2 olives, or I can have, a handful of grapes. And that satisfies my trip to the fridge while also not being some gigantic meal that's going to be overeating. And also not being nothing. So it still gives me something. So those are both good in that way. Olives and grapes are like that. My Logify says, yo, let me get some pad thai and fried rice. I am not a noodles person in general. So pad thai I'm not really drawn to or excited by. Fried rice I never used to eat because I, tried to eat more healthy. But I, probably within the past year or maybe the past 2 years or so, I had a tofu fried rice that I really liked a lot. It had a good chili pepper that you can add in, to your own taste level. In general, I am a spice guy. I like spice, period. I'm if you're yo, this goes up to fucking 5 on the scale. 1 is mild, 5 is way the hell hot. I'm you secretly have a 6, don't you? Not really though. I'm kind of misrepresenting myself. It depends where I go. If I go to an Indian place, I'm gonna get mild or moderate. I'm not getting hot at an Indian place. But most other places, I might go for the spicy. Or not. I'm not always in the mood for it. My Logify says I gotta make my own hummus. I have made hummus, but I do not have a good hummus recipe to fall back on. I have actually a pretty good food processor. I'm very happy with my food processor. I don't cook much, but my food processor is the times that I use it, I'm just 10 out of 10, happy with it. There might be, maybe it's 9.8 out of 10, because I'm it'd be more convenient if this was a little more that way. But in terms of its functioning, it's 10 out of 10. I used to have a good recipe, but I think I lost it. I used to have a good recipe for this penne that I liked. Normally I don't like pasta, but this was a really good penne recipe. And it wasn't penne with tomato sauce, with marinara, or any of that. It was a cashew-based sauce. It was cashew, and it had kale in it. The recipe called for the cashew and the kale. I used to also put broccoli in it. And the truth is, you didn't have to use penne. The real recipe was the cashew sauce. So that was just a dope sauce to make. And it was this thick, not quite a cashew butter, but not a sauce you just it had some very solid viscosity to it. How about that? Anyway, I don't cook that much. I normally just get food. That's all I have the time for. But I do like hummus, and I have had homemade hummus. Electronic Composer, wow, I'm surprised. Look at this. Electronic Composer says I have the same top 3. Thai, Mexican, and Indian. I mean, they're all very good. Thai and Indian are closer than Mexican. Mexican is the odd one out there. Electronic Composer adds, yeah, but I also like Japanese. Like, oh my goodness, are we going to go into Japanese food? We could just stop at sushi and have, another half hour here to talk. I love sushi. I didn't used to like it. I used to not understand sushi. But nowadays, I agree. That might be my 4th. I'm not sure. Maybe I should make a top 5. And I think sushi might be in the top 5. I like other things too in Japanese cuisine, but I usually just think of sushi when I think of Japanese. My Logify says if you want to do a hummus recipe, just get some chickpeas and boil them, put them in the food processor, put a little bit of lemon, put a little tahini, put a little salt, and that's about all you need. He says, assuming you can get tahini. Yeah, you can get tahini where I live. Yeah, tahini's very easy to get. I like tahini a lot. I have gotten tahini just by itself, but that's not a frequent thing. I like it though. I like sesame in general. Sesame seeds are dope. My Logify says, I'll even send you the recipe. That's good. I do not have a cooking intuition. So I wouldn't know like how many chickpeas and how much lemon and what else did you say? Tahini and something else you said. Oh, salt. I have no idea. I'd be like, this much? And then it'd be like, nope, that was too much salt. And too much salt is like you can't undo that. Unless you add, double every other ingredient. Electronic Composer says, what about some tzatziki sauce? I don't really stock a lot of sauces on hand, but I would like to have, the full palette. The full what do you say, gustatory? Is that? I don't know if that's the right word. Food and synthesizers, what a treat. Yeah, today's Tanker stream, we got some good content going on, discussion-wise. We've got discussion about the channel, this channel, including how I'm planning, but still thinking through, and like, oh wait, I gotta think this, take a step back and think through, now take 4 steps back and think through this. So I'm thinking through the next channel. At the same time, we also talked about how I have that new rap song coming out, probably within about 2 weeks or so. That's not a promise, that's not a guarantee, but I expect it'll be within about 2 weeks. The new rap song is already written, the vocals are already recorded, the beat, of course, the beat was done before I started writing raps. I'm now in the mixing phase. Mixing is coming along well. Once mixing is done, then I need to go to arranging, and then it's pretty much done. Then I just slap together a music video. We also today talked about a bunch of food, hence Electronic Composer's comment. I talked a little bit about AI today as well. This hangout, this sort of just like, yeah, I used to do this with my friends in high school. Just hang out. My college friends, we would just hang out and talk about stuff. You don't stop needing that when you get older. And it's good to be able to find that wherever you do. And it's cool that we found that here with each other. Electronic Composer says, "You have got a Cypress Hill shirt on." Yeah, actually, now that you bring that up, this Cypress Hill shirt I actually got in high school. This was from their album Temples of Boom, which came out in 1993. So yeah, this is way old. This shirt is like 30 years old. When I made this beat today, or before I started the stream and I made the foundation, the beat foundation, in my mind, I was moving in the direction of trying to do something that's ambient. Or I don't know how else you describe it. I was listening to a stream the other day on Upstate Downstate, and Tone was doing, if you don't know Upstate Downstate, that's another YouTube channel. Check them out. They got some nice variety over there, music centric, with some, variety in the types of shows they do. But anyway, Tone Smith from Upstate Downstate, he was doing some kind of ambient stuff with some of his gear, and I was like, oh, this is so dope. I want to do this kind of stuff. And so in my head at the time, I'm like, all right, next time I do a Tinker stream, I'm going to do this. So this is me trying to do something a little bit more in the ambient direction. But of course, it came out very similar to my usual stuff. Maybe a little more stretched. I'm happy to share as well. My regulars who've been around for a long time, my longtime regulars, may recall that on a few rare occasions, this is not something I've talked about extensively, but it has come up a couple of times. And if you saw my interviews with Symptoms of Reality, which, by the way, if you've not seen those interviews, you can check out my playlists. I have an interviews playlist, and you can see I did 2 interviews with Symptoms of Reality. And in those, I talked about this next topic as well. This thing that I'm like, oh, I've said this a couple times, but not really often. Certainly on those interviews, I talked about it. And it is that I've had some chronic pains, joint pains, and back and, low back and neck pains and stuff like that. And it occurred to me to share that I'm happy to report that these pains that had been plaguing me for years and had been getting worse, and once again, doctors weren't really helping me. I'm happy to report that at this point, the pains are largely either gone or managed or rare or let's say like more dull, less intense. I've seen very significant changes. And if you ask me where did these changes come from? How is it that I started to have very significant healing in ways that seemed out of reach? My health situation was pessimistic. Doctors were giving me, I guess, pessimistic prognoses. So how did things get better for me? Well, it's true that I've done leg work on my own, late at night searching for solutions, trying out different pieces of either exercise or stretching or massage type equipment, trying out new exercises and physical therapy, changing my diet, experimenting with supplements, a whole combination of things. I have been moving in a good direction. But the truth is, the truth, my friends, the truth is that it was God. No doctor could help me, or did help me. Through my own efforts, including physical therapy, including finding this or that, no effort of mine by itself would have solved these issues. These were deep mysteries. So I'm not in control. It's not because of what I did. And it's certainly not because of what any doctors did. Should this be the title of the new channel? I actually do have a tentative title for the new channel. I have two titles. One of them I think is probably the one to go with. I'm probably going to take both of them. My Logify says that he had a similar healing journey. I still have to be mindful. You know, I do have to do things to take care of myself. But I have received very significant, unexpected healing. And I'm very grateful for it. Electronic composer says, an olive a day keeps the back pain away. I would be down with that. I like olives. For my convenience, I prefer to eat the pitted ones. That way I could just like take a fork and eat it, take a fork and eat it. But yeah, olives are dope. Do we have what are your olive related preferences? I know they have green olives, you have black olives, you have those Kalamata olives. Is that right? Kalamata? Those like deep red ones. I like the green ones, to be real with you. I know some people don't. I'm not as crazy about the black olives, but I don't dislike them. I'll have them. Kalamata, I'm like, similar, like I'll have them. But when it comes to the green olives, like, oh my God, get out of my way. I'm going to have a handful of those. I actually got a jar maybe like a month ago or something. I got a jar of, you know how, you might know how. You may or may not know this next thing. But a lot of times if you buy olives at the store, they have that, what is it, pimento? Is that what it's called? They have that little like red, I don't even know what it is. I just looked it up. It says pimento is a red chili pepper, sometimes called a cherry pepper. I was gonna say, I just got a jar of olives like a month ago or something, and instead of pimento, it had red pepper in it, like a straight up red pepper that you just get in the salad section. But I guess maybe it wasn't just any red pepper. Maybe they just called it red pepper, but it was actually pimento. Electronic Composer says, what about if you get like a green size, a queen size? Man, this makes me want to go get some olives after this stream. For real. I kind of have to go to the store anyway. So maybe I'm going to get some olives now. And maybe on tomorrow's Tinker, I can, if I remember, I can share an update on that. We will have another Tinker stream tomorrow, by the way. Anyway, Electronic Composer says, get a queen size green olive. Like, I'm with you already. Like, that already sounds fantastic. Stuffed with a garlic clove or blue cheese. I like garlic a lot. As far as I'm concerned, garlic is the best food on earth. Garlic is the #1 best food, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I'm down with garlic. Have I ever had garlic in an olive? I don't know if I've had that. I don't know. I have had an olive stuffed with blue cheese, and that I was not crazy about. But I'm also not crazy about blue cheese in general. I like goat cheese. If I have the option, if I'm going to get some pizza, and I have the option to put different toppings on it, goat cheese is one of the things I'm going to very strongly consider. Goat cheese, roasted garlic, please give me double garlic on my pizza. Let's make it triple. Hell. But goat cheese is another one. Give me a bunch of garlic, give me a bunch of goat cheese. What else would I get on a pizza that I would overdo it? Artichokes is way better than I used to think it was. And maybe this is just because I'm aging. And as you age, supposedly your palate, literally your physical tongue, your palate, I shouldn't say that. But your taste, your sense of what is a good tasting thing changes and broadens and gets more refined. And so these days, if I can get artichoke on a pizza, I'll be like, yes, give me some artichoke. I also like to put various greens like spinach and I don't know, whatever greens, broccoli I like on a pizza. That's one of my favorite pizza toppings. Maybe a goat cheese and garlic and broccoli pizza would be the dopest pizza. I like this thing that goes da-da-da. Let's hear this sound here, how it goes up here. That. Here it comes. It's going to do it again. It's going to be so great. Here it comes. Friends, I look over at the screen. I see we're at about 2 hours right now. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good Tinker stream. Electronic Music says, this is pirate music. It makes me want to pillage and plunder. And this has been a good stream overall. Good beat. A lot of good discussion today. I did a game stream a couple days ago that was 4.5 hours. That's the longest stream I've ever done. I've never done a stream that long before. 4.5 hours. And so now here I look at this Tinker stream and it's 2 hours. And I'm like, wow, that's a long Tinker stream. But it's actually not a long stream. Marky says he's hungry now. We've had all this discussion about olives and hummus and Thai food and pizza and everything. Yeah, like I said, I might actually for real go get a jar of olives, if I remember. Thank you for being here today. It's so much better with you here. Thank you for being part of this here today. Whether you are here with us live in the chat, whether you are here with us live but you are not in the chat, whether you are here with us after the live, you are with us on replay, however it is that you are here with us, thank you for being here. I'm going to celebrate you, my friends. We're doing the closing cheers at this time. The closing cheers come so fast and so sudden, my friends. It comes on 1 and then a 2. And my friends, the closing cheers, it comes through on 3. Clink. Cheers on 3. That's good. Please like this video. I am looking forward to seeing you again in the next live stream. My regulars know that we get together on a regular basis here at Reconsiderate's Music Sketchpad for a very fun experience. Sometimes we do the Tinker Time like today, which is the loopers and the synth and hanging out and talking about whatever. Sometimes we do the mixing sessions, get the loops moved into the DAW and mix up a song all nice. Whatever it is, my friends, it's a good time here at your favorite online hangout. And my regulars know that we have a weekly scheduled stream every Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern U.S. time zone. You can put that in your calendar. And my regulars know that we also have a bunch of additional streams at whatever random day and time throughout the week. Enable notifications now so that you can join us for those unscheduled streams. And whenever it is, my friends, that you join us again, until then, please have a very good rest of your day today. Please have a very uplifting and inspiring rest of your day today. Please allow the rest of your day to bring you all manner of goodness and blessing today. Please allow yourself to become receptive today. Please allow your horizons to expand today. miraculous healing today. And I will see you on the next Reconsider It live stream.